Your purpose.
Can I be the one that takes care of your life?
Your life.
Can I be the one that gives you every reason to live?
Good morning and welcome to Morning Inspirations with Carol. We're still looking at purpose, and we said from Jeremiah 1:5 that God put purpose in Jeremiah before he was born, and that is true for each and every one of us. So, what is purpose? Purpose, as defined in the dictionary, is the reason for which something is done or created, or for which something exists. So we already established that each and every one of us was created for a reason, irrespective of the circumstances of which we came into this world. That God himself had his hand in our creation, and it was for a particular purpose. Before we go on, let's look at a few points regarding purpose. I heard this, and I'll expound on it a bit. Number 1, God is a God of purpose. There's nothing haphazard about him, and he doesn't leave anything to chance. 2, everything that was created with and for a purpose. Now, this is everything. Even the chameleon you see, or the daisy in the field, it all has purpose. Even that very annoying fly, it was created for and with purpose. How much more you? 3, not every purpose is known. Just because you don't know your purpose doesn't mean you don't have one. 4, where purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. Like my story about the Italian soft leather boots, if purpose isn't known, abuse is inevitable. And that is so true for each and every one of us. Stop. Think about that for a moment. 5, if you want to know the purpose of a thing, you don't ask the thing or another thing that was created to. You go back to the producer of the thing. Like an Apple computer. If I want to know its purpose, I don't ask the computer or another computer. I ask the maker, and usually the maker's mind is in the manual that comes with it. When we think about computers, we can understand that. But I want to ask you, do you know where your manual is? Have you gone back to the maker's mind and found out about your purpose? Instead, we find ourselves reading books and magazines and the minds of other products and taking their word as law. But how can they tell us when they aren't the producer? The world over is full of fakes, and we in Africa know that best. We have all sorts of names for them, and I won't get into them, but I'm sure you have a few in mind as I'm speaking. Now that's exactly what you would have done if you replace a product instead of going to the source. Taking a fake and making it pass as an original. Come on, only a Nike is a Nike, not a Nike. No matter how great a Nike looks, you know the difference when you use them, and after a week, your feet will cry. It may have said Nike, but your feet will really tell if it's a Nike or a Nike. Why settle for a fake when the original has no cost and is offered freely? Go back to your source. In Jeremiah 1:5 it says, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. God wanted a prophet, so he made Jeremiah. Could that be true for each and every one of us? That there is something on earth that God wants done, and he required each and every one of us to fulfill that particular task. The question, which is a tough one, is, are you fulfilling yours? Growing up, I always wondered why God made me, me. I mean, if you know me, you will know that I'm too black to be colored and too colored to be black. An anomaly, it would seem. And for years, it bothered me until I found out my purpose. And I realized that everything, yes, I mean everything about me was put that way for a reason. And that reason is tied to my purpose. That is the exact same thing and the truth about you too. The way you are and how you are and who you are is tied to why you are. Does that make sense? Okay, let me put it this way. The way I am as Carol, how I am and who I am is tied to why I am. That knowledge will determine what I am. I can be anything, but the thing I don't want to be is leather boots being used as pot plants. I want to be what I was created for because only that will bring me true fulfillment. Have you found your true fulfillment? If you haven't, I know where you can find it. Go back to your source. We already read Jeremiah 64:8, which says again, "But now, O Lord, Thou art our Father. We are the clay, and Thou our potter, and we all are the work of Thy hand." Don't be told by Ebony, Jet, True Love, Men's Health, Women's Weekly, or even O. There it says, we are all the work of His hands. Go to Him. Someone asked me the question, how do I know my purpose? I think firstly asking me could be asking the wrong person because I never created you. You need to hear from the very one who created you. He puts something in you that draws you to your purpose. What is the thing you love doing and can do it naturally? Or what is the one thing that bothers you so much that you'd like to see changed? That could help. But go back to your maker because only He has the blueprints. I so agree with Dr. Miles Monroe in that the richest place on the planet is the cemetery because people died so full with purposes that were never realized, songs that were never sung, or books that were never written, and lives that were never touched, buildings that were never built, inventions that were never invented. Don't let that be you, because only you have something that this world needs. It's never too late. As long as there is life in you, it doesn't matter how old you are. As long as you have life, it's never too late. Join me in discovering purpose and changing the course and direction of history. Your family needs you. Your community needs you. Your country needs you. Your continent needs you. And the world needs you. Don't settle to be a copy when you can be an original, because there is only one you. This is Carol Wasterfall wishing you a blessed day.
Let me be the one.
Let me be the one.
Let me be the one to take care of your life. Give you reason to survive. 'Cause I love you.
Let Him take care of your purpose.
Your purpose, your purpose, your purpose.
Other things available by Carol Wasterfall. Singles Corner, Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. My Walk, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, and Volume 4. Cherished Magazine. Books Still to Come. I Married a Drunkard. Too Black to Be Beautiful. Confessions of a Kaffir Colored. Please contact Isha for Christ Ministries to find out how to get your copy today.